Smokey Bear, hello. Where you at? Come on. Here, let's do this. Jake Johnson, hello. Hey guys. Here we are. Sorry about yesterday. Had no signal leaving Tombstone. Had no signal most of the way across Phoenix. And then when we got into Phoenix, we were saturated and we couldn't get any, there was just too many people on the damn internet. So, and at the track, the damn service sucks. We're here at the hotel now. And Drew Summers just explained that. Jake, hello. Smokey Bear. Tim 4 in Atlanta, Georgia. Brandon B, hello. Spidey Dicko. Yep, sorry about that, Spidey. Yes, it's been a while. Devin, hello. Devin, you and Aaron are twins? I didn't realize that. Happy birthday. It's Devin and Aaron's birthday Monday.
Well, happy birthday.
Jake Johnson. Yeah, well, there's Wi-Fi all over the track there, Jake, but the problem is it's saturated. That's the best way I can put it. Everybody's trying to use it. Smokey Bear, weather looking good on Sunday. Yeah, I believe it is, Smokey. Where's my beer? Need my beer.
It's around here somewhere.
Yeah. And sorry, like I said, sorry we're not. Yeah, we just had all technological failures yesterday.
It's terrible, I tell you.
Yeah. We were even late getting to the track.
Yep, it happens.
Yep. Had some poor timing, some just every decision we made was the wrong side of the way to go. Spidey Dicko, Tim 4 in Apple Valley, beautiful area there. It's really, I've been up there when it snows. The high desert up there is really nice. I like that up there. Christophe Pertet in France. Hello, we're doing well. I hope you are too. Smokey Bear, hell yeah.
Smokey Bear.
Who you guys? All right, let's see. Jake Johnson getting caught up on the truck race. How had 10-4 on that, Jake. We were there chasing tires. We managed to get 3 half sets. Let's see. Smokey Bear pulling forward to get in. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Hell yeah. Who you guys pulling for to get in?
In what?
I'm not sure. Smokey, you're going to have to elaborate a little bit on that. I mean, I want to answer your question, but please elaborate on get in what or where. Jake Johnson just getting caught up on the truck. Okay. All right, Devin Summers, Aaron, and I are still in the hospital and get to go home for the birthday. All right, Devin and Aaron, everybody, we got to pray for Devin and Aaron. They both got cystic fibrosis and they spend a lot of time in the hospital. Hopefully y'all have a good time for your birthday there, Devin and Aaron. Aaron, hello. Sean Strang, didn't help when they scheduled the parade at the same time as the Cardinals. 10-4 on that, Sean. That was a primary reason why. That was a major reason why we were late getting to the track. We didn't get the email about that, and rush hour sucked.
It took 3 hours to go 50 miles.
Yes, 3 hours to make 50 miles. Aaron Summers, you're welcome. Smokey Bear. Oh, to win the championship. Okay, assume you're talking about the Cup Championship. Which, who you think?
Well, I'm pulling for the 21.
All right, so, and I think I'd have to pull for the 21 too. It'd be good to see the Wood Brothers get another championship.
Get one championship.
Oh, they ain't never got, what? They ain't never had a championship?
They used to never run for it.
With all the history they have, they've never pursued a championship.
For the most part, no.
Really?
No. They always ran the big races, money races.
Well, then I absolutely have to say the Wood Brothers.
Yeah.
If anybody deserves a damn championship after how many?
All them years.
All them years, it's the Wood Brothers. All right, Aaron Summers is suggesting the 78.
He's gonna be hard to beat.
Yep, Jake Johnson, Ryan Blaney is flying under the radar. 10-4 on that. Smokey Bear, yeah, Cup Series. I like Chase because of Bill, but would love to see the Woods. 10-4 on that, Smokey. Spidey, excited for the off season? No, not really. It's still work.
Not for me.
Well, you can go. You can take your not for me and go to hell.
I'll be in the hot tub.
Yeah, 10-4. See, because let's put it to you this way, Curtis. Who do you work for?
Curtis.
There you go. All right. Spidey, yeah, I'll stay busy and I'll stay warm, and that's about it. Devin, hey, have you had the chance to thank the moderating? Devin, we're gonna have to. Yeah, I've had the chance to think about it, and I've realized that I got other things to think about. So please, me and you get a chance, we'll sit down and talk about it. All right, probably during the off season. Christophe Porte to win the championship. All right, Christophe thinks Kyle Busch.
Yeah, he'll be tough.
Travis Martin, what was happening down in Tombstone? I saw a few haulers there. Well, Travis, you should have come visit. No doubt. We were, we were hiding out for 3 days.
Yeah, we were sightseeing.
That's it.
We were ghost hunting.
We were drinking beer and eating good food.
Yeah, checking out historic graves.
Exactly. We were relaxing. Well, obviously, Travis, you seen us park there at the budget
host inn.
Yeah, just all you got to do is walk in the office and ask for me. And I don't expect them to give you my room number, but they'll probably give me a phone call.
They couldn't. There was no phone in there.
Well, they got our phone numbers, didn't they?
I don't know. You get mine.
Oh, well, anyway.
Wouldn't have done them any good. I had no phone service.
Well, they would have found me still. Anyway,
they
yeah.
had to tell them what room you was in.
Yeah, Smokey Bear, have you ever gotten a chance to speak with Bill Elliott or Dale Sr.? All right, Smokey, Bill Elliott, I actually dragged his car to the track several times. When he drove for Front Row Motorsports back in God, it's been 10 or 15 years ago, probably.
Yeah. I actually had supper with Bill at an In-N-Out Burger with Archie and Mason, maybe last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all just have a meeting, or
we just all came in at the same time.
Just stumbled in at the same time.
And nobody really knew who Bill was, and we just talking and sat together, and he was just very nice.
Yeah. Hell, let's see. I helped build the damn cars that he drove for Front Row, and dragged him to the damn racetrack. As far as Dale Sr., hit me with a car at a test, and he brushed me with his Cadillac. I was leaned over a damn race car, and I felt something brush the back of my pants, and I turned around, and here's this damn Cadillac Eldorado, not going by me, but rubbing by me.
Yeah.
And it was Senior drive.
And I've spoke to Senior several times over the years. First, before he ever made it big. Mm-hmm. And then I used to race dirt at a little track in Concord, and he would come there when he was in town or they had an off weekend unannounced and just come in there and just be a racer like the rest of us.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a regular guy.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Devin says, okay, Tim 4, Travis Martin. Good time. I go there once in a while. Well, 10-4 on that, Travis. Kind of figure whenever Texas and Phoenix, well, we go from Texas to Phoenix, but depending on how the preparation goes, if everything is good, we get to Tombstone, we turn the phones off, and we hide. Okay, so let's see. Smokey, did you guys know Davey at all? Oh, I never met Davey Allison, and he passed before I started doing this for a living.
Yeah.
Now, I did go to grade school with Donnie's boys. I grew up in Daytona, and when Donnie was down there was it Dygard was down there?
He drove for Dygard.
Okay, was Dygard in Daytona at that point?
I think so.
Okay, well, his kids were in grade school with me, and actually, I think he had a daughter and a boy.
I had the.
I don't remember their names though.
I have spoke with Davey. I used to be on a pit crew back in the '80s. When he was driving and doing well.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very nice young man and a huge talent. Huge talent. Was going to win a lot of championships.
Yeah. Tragic thing for him not to be here now.
Yeah.
Him and Alan Kowicki. There's a whole bunch of them.
A whole bunch of them.
A whole bunch of them need to still be here. All right, let's see. Travis Martin grew up in Hamptonville, North Carolina, just a few miles from North Wilkesboro Speedway. Well, I can tell you right now, that is a beautiful area.
It is.
That is a beautiful area. What is it, 321 runs through there?
Or 421.
421. Beautiful area. Devin, any update on second car for next year?
Nothing I can speak to.
That and anything I've heard been shot down. That's the best I can tell you. Following the team Facebook page. All right, very good, Aaron. Very good. Travis Martin. All right, Travis is, let's see, my comment about beautiful area. Yeah, beautiful area. Jake Johnson, I've met Harry Gant, but I was really young, maybe talking 2 or 3 years old. 10-4 on that, Jake. The first wagon I ever dragged for Pardis was in fact the original Burton Howell's Skull Bandit Racing hauler. We bought it from
Hal Needham.
No.
Travis Carter.
No.
Johnny Hayes.
No, I don't remember who we bought it from now.
Okay.
But I had a Skull Bandit Harry Gant Burton Howell placemat that has a photograph of the entire hauler. And it was one of these ones that they cobbled together themselves from a Dorsey moving van, and very, they're how can I put it, there are major details that are, just, what am I trying to say, they were not mass produced. These were custom things that they put installed in the Skull Bandit livery. In that photograph, they matched the trailer I had. That, and there was Skull Bandit green all over the damn bottom side of the trailer. Okay, Spidey's going to bed. Hey, you have a good evening.
Go to bed, Spidey.
All right, Smokey Bear, what's it like parking in the Phoenix infield? All right, Smokey, you talking about with a hauler or just from the fan side? I mean, from the hauler standpoint, it's just like any other place. You got to squeeze it into that tight hole without hitting anything, and that's about it. You know, they tell you, they point you and tell you where to go. Although us being late, it was just a little bit more of a challenge because everybody was already in there, and we had to deal with folks that had already shifted gears into, you know, hauler parking being done, and we show up and.
Yeah, but we got a better spot on the counter.
Yeah, we did.
So
we did.
And a boo-boo.
Yeah, we actually, because we were late, our parking spot was farther down the line, and that actually made us closer to our garage stall, so we're not having to schlep stuff as far. All right. Mark, damn, you are alive. 10-4 on that, Mark. Now, is that my Air Force buddy Mark? Let's see about that. Brandon Gray, hey guys. Hello, Brandon. Travis Martin, laughing about hiding. Well, yeah, Travis, you got to do it every once in a while. Good luck this weekend. Thank you, Travis. Devin, hey, Brandon Gray, do you live here in Kansas City? Okay. Didn't see Brandon Gray yet. Smokey Bear, yeah, Smokey parking in a hauler. Yeah, Phoenix is really not the biggest challenge on the circuit, save for having to use a dust mask for the 2 hours prior to parking. What's the hardest place to park at? Martinsville is close to the hardest. Yeah, Martinsville.
California used to be tough.
Yeah, it still is every once in a while. California, well, no, Martinsville and Bristol are a pretty good challenge. Believe it or not, there is one particular spot at Daytona, which is right when you turn into the damn, when you make the turn into the garage, because there's always damn golf carts there. And then stuff. All right, Smokey Bear. All right, and then Mark. No, okay, 10-4 on that, Mark. Mark, you guys had fast car today. Hard to imagine 3/4 of a second will make you 30th starting position. Fast though. Yeah, 10-4 on that. Yeah, I mean, we picked up a bunch for qualifying, but I think everybody else picked up too.
They did.
So. That's what you call the track got faster. Brandon Gray, Steven, I live about an hour south of Kansas City Speedway in Paola. Say that.
I can't say.
Paola. Paola?
Whatever.
Yeah, that's probably, looks like an Indian word. How is it parking in Atlanta? Now, Smokey, that you brought up a good point. There's a hard turn into the garage at Atlanta too, but that's about it. They put the damn fuel pumps too close to the fence there, and it is a hard turn into the garage there. Mark, why were we late? Okay, one, we left Tombstone late, not of my accord.
We didn't leave late.
I wanted to leave 3 hours prior to when we did.
Leave the night before, it don't matter.
Well, if we left the night before, we wouldn't have been late.
Ain't got nothing to do with it.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
3 hours at the truck wash.
Yeah, well.
And in the football game,
yeah, if we had done all that 3 hours earlier, we wouldn't have been late.
Yeah, if we'd have just go to the Beacon next time and run 8 to 85, we'll never have to sweat it. You know what I mean?
How did the conversation go in Tombstone? Ron, when do you want to leave? And I said 7.
Yeah. Whatever. You wouldn't have made 7.
Yeah, well, we would have been out of there by 8 or 8:30. Anyway.
We left plenty of time.
All right, so where are you going?
I'm going to bed.
All right, be that way.
Tell everybody good night.
All right, everybody. Curtis says good night. He's leaving. All right. So anyway, we left late, leaving Tombstone. Took too long washing the truck. We were in line in the truck wash too long, and that made us hit Phoenix rush hour and Phoenix football rush hour. So that kind of screwed us. And like Curtis said, it took us 3 hours to go 50 miles. Aaron, we're starting 30th. Yes, thank you. Smokey Bear, you pulling for Jimmy or Chase out of the Hendricks guys this weekend? Smokey, it'd be good to see Jimmy get another one. I think, you know, he's getting to be a grizzled old son of a bitch, kind of like me. It's kind of cool to see the old guys waxing the kids' ass. Devin, if you are not busy, come visit Aaron and I at KU University of Kansas. Know where that is. Okay, Brandon's Devin and Brandon are talking there. Brandon Gray, chance to check out the new website. Brandon, no, I haven't. I'll be honest with you, this is the first time I've had any service in about a damn week. Mark, Ryan Blaney needs to win. K10-4, Smokey Bear, he's out. Take it easy out there. Thanks for streaming. Yeah, Smokey, thanks for chiming in. All right. Yeah, and I apologize, guys. I've got some videos, some more videos that I shot while we were in Tombstone. And let's see, what do we do tomorrow? We practice 2 more times. We got 2 practices, and I do not have the exact time of those at the moment. I want to say the first practice is at like 9:30 a.m. Phoenix time. And the second practice is, and that's probably a half hour to an hour, I don't know. I do not have the schedule with me, and all I know is the garage opens at 8 o'clock and I got to be there. Alright, yeah, and that's about it. Just practice, and then after the second practice, we get ready to race. Start preparing the car for racing. Just seen your video that got posted this morning when you showed the helicopter. Yeah, 10-4, Devin. That was actually about 15 minutes before the garage opened. If you scan around there, you'll notice down at the end of the trucks, there's a gate with a bunch of people standing behind it. That was all of the crew members waiting to get in. Brandon Gray, yes, I know where that is. $10-4 on that, Brandon. Always good. Mark, what are we? I think we're like 18 miles from the track, maybe. We're right off of I-10 here in Phoenix. Y'all, I'm sure y'all can hear it. I-10's like 100 yards over there. All right, Aaron's got your schedule there, looks like. All right, 10-4 on that, Devin. Yeah, I was kind of figuring that's what y'all were doing there. Jake Johnson. So, yeah, 10-4 on that, Jake. Yeah, it's like 32 hours, maybe 34, if I'm not mistaken. 34 hours. I haven't done the math lately. We'll probably get out of here just as the sun is setting, and the sun will set on us again somewhere in Texas or Louisiana. And let me think where the sun usually rises. We're usually west of Birmingham when the sun comes back up. Brandon Gray, I bought the whole right side off of the 95 car from Kansas. Oh, cool, Brandon. That's I can't imagine how much that cost, but that's cool. Oh, Smokey Bear, damn it, he's still up. You ever run into guys like Kevin Harvick or the Bush brothers? I actually stepped on Kyle Busch's toe today. We were kind of walking into the same spot and didn't see each other. So Danielle Reese, hello. Yeah, I'm tired, but yeah. Let's see. It's well, it's midnight here, I think, and I got up at 6, and yeah, I'm a little tired. But we worked the truck race tonight, and I drank a couple of cups of coffee, so I'm not quite ready to go to sleep yet. All right, Brandon Gray, $200 shipped to your door. Very good. I can only assume you've got a man cave you're going to hang it up in. Danielle Reese, 2 a.m. here. All right, so let's see, Daniel, and is it Daniel? Pardon me, is it Danielle or Daniel? East Tennessee, 10-4 on that. I guess Daniel, let's go boy or girl, and let's just that's one of those names, one of those words, and I'm tired. Yeah. Okay, 10-4, Daniel. All right, let's go with Daniel Reese then. 10-4 on that. Smokey Bear, 220 in Georgia. Yeah, 10-4. Yep, Mark says it's 12:30, 12:20. All right, Daniel's in East Tennessee. Which part of East Tennessee there, buddy? You on 81 or 40? Newport. Okay, is that near Kingsport or on 40? On 40. Okay, all right. How about a mile marker, maybe? Let's see. Devin, it's 122 in Kansas. Brandon, yes, definitely. 200 die-cast cars in my man cave, and 4 door panels and a front end in the man cave. Yeah, 10-4 on that, Brandon. Awesome. Sounds like you got quite a collection. I've always, when I was a kid, I built those, you know, the plastic models, and I had shelves that were made of 1x6s, and I actually had them banked, and had my cars, so they looked like they weren't on banked turns. Yeah. I guess, of course, I probably built 20 while I was a kid. Oh, okay, 432. So, okay. So you're damn near, you're almost in the gorge there. Let's see, 432. Wait a minute, is that where the there's a Waffle House truck stop, I think, at 432? That's an AB exit, I think. And there's a Waffle House there, or one of those houses. Me and Curtis have ate there a couple of times. Let's see. Smokey Bear wants to know what's it like driving to Pocono. Pennsylvania is beautiful. Sometimes the roads suck. Anytime if I can go through Virginia, Highway 81 headed to Pocono in the daylight, I love the Shenandoah Valley. The Shenandoah Valley is beautiful. Pennsylvania's beautiful, except the roads, the Pennsylvania roads get kind of tore up because of the snow. But yeah, yeah, driving to Pocono is great. Daniel confirms the Waffle House and Cracker Barrel. So will you all get another car and head on to Homestead? Yeah, Daniel, that's the idea. Me and Curtis were just talking about that schedule. He's got he usually does not ride with me to Homestead, but he's got some scheduling conflicts, and he will probably end up riding with me down. But like we established earlier, he works for Curtis, and when everybody else is done at Homestead and heads north, he stays down in Key West for an extra week. Alright, Brandon, 10-4 on the neon signs. My grandfather had a neon sign company in Daytona Beach before I was born. He passed away before I was born. Let's see. Do you do the early West Coast swing after Atlanta? Yeah, Smokey Bear. I do every race on the season there, buddy. Let's see, I'm trying to remember that schedule. It's Daytona, Atlanta, and then Fontana, Vegas, and Phoenix. Yeah, I do all that. Yep. Jake Johnson. Yeah, yep, do all that crap. Smoky Board. Yeah, that's a haul. But I got Curtis. Let's see, we load up, and it's about 46 hours from the shop to Fontana, give or take, depending on how many times I got to feed Curtis. All right, Brandon, did you have to go on good behavior when Mason was in the truck? Just a little bit, Brandon. Just a little bit. I had to curb my smoking habits a little bit. I apologize. I use tobacco, and it involves smoking, and yeah, I had to curb that part of it. That's about it. And actually, the good thing is Mason got to observe mine and Curtis's driving style. And let me just put it to you this way: I'm not the one that got critiqued. All right, Devin. So after Phoenix, are you going back to shop? Devin, we always, save for when we're out here out west, we always go back to the shop. That's the logistics of the deal. You know, we're so far away here that it's better to send the second race car behind us. And so what we actually did was, after the race at Texas, our car was brought out by BK Racing. They actually have a hauler that's set up to hold, I believe it'll hold 5 cars. And they brought ours and 4 others out for some other teams. And then some of the other teams will actually, their Texas backup car was in fact their Phoenix primary. It just depends on how much money you got, how much scheduling you got, and it really, from what I, I mean, how can I put it? That car that was still at the shop when we left for Texas, well, that gives the guys at the shop an extra 3 days to work on it, to make it better. And so I'm more about them mailing cars out to us. All right. Yeah. So, but anyway, yeah, we're gonna go back to the shop in Mooresville before we go to Homestead. Alright, do you know any of the big name hauler drivers like a Jimmy Johnson or a Dale Jr.? Yeah, I know most everybody. Now let me put it to you this way. It's not like I'll go to their house and have a beer every weekend. Alright, but I know most of the hauler drivers, yes. I work with them every week. And everybody knows me by my name. Seems like, unfortunately, I don't know everybody's name. Bad about that. Smokey, listen, buddy, here's the deal. I know I've got a badass gig, and I wouldn't have the opportunity to have a gig like this if it wasn't for folks like you. Okay, and that's why I'm here. I'm trying to give back. I'm trying to share. All right, as much as I can. I'm not a news guy, and I'm too damn busy working to know when Kyle Busch sneezes or when Carl Edwards stubs his toe. But I do know if it wasn't for folks like you, I wouldn't be doing this. The opportunity for me to do this wouldn't be here. And so I'm just trying to share and give back. And Smokey, do me a favor and just realize it is still a job. And at times it's a hard job. And even though, how can I put it? The race is over, and everybody else on the crew gets on an airplane and is in their bed sleeping in 4 hours, and I still have 30 hours to drive, me and Curtis. So it, yeah. Yeah, 10-4 on that, Smokey. Jake Johnson, Tennessee trucker. We should call this Poolside Live with Curtis and Ron. But, yeah, 10-4. Yeah, here. I don't think I even showed you that detail. But, yeah, there's a swimming pool right there. And we're actually under an umbrella here. So, and this is just a comfort inn. It's no elaborate, it's no swanky boutique hotel. Alright, let's see, Aaron Summers. If they wreck their primary cars and have to use backup cars in the race and end up in a wreck, well, there's still options with that too, Aaron. If there used to be a pretty simple and easy situation, and if you tore up 2 cars, well, then you just looked around and you've still got 30 or 40 backup cars to choose from in the garage. And it's just a matter of making an agreement with the owners. You can either buy the car, you can lease the car, etc. But there's a whole bunch of NASCAR rules that have to be met. Okay, you can't just hand a man money and say, okay, that's my car. You have to go to NASCAR, okay, because NASCAR inspects these chassis, okay, and they don't just inspect them at the racetrack, they inspect them during the construction phase of the car as well. The NASCAR R&D Center in Concord, North Carolina, every chassis has to go to the R&D Center and be inspected with an XYZ thing. How can I put it? There's a three-dimensional specification for every bar in the car, and so when you build a chassis, you have to take it to this R&D center and let them inspect your chassis before you even think about putting a body or suspension or anything on it. And if it doesn't pass that, they won't certify it. And to give you an example, early like 4 or 5 years ago, we sent a chassis down to the R&D center to have it certified. A day later, we got a phone call said that the chassis had failed, and the crew chief talked to the guy on the phone, got off the phone. He says, Ron, go to the R&D center, take you a hammer, and wait for them to certify that car, and then bring it back. And that's what I did. I went down there. The car was still on the apparatus, and they pointed at a bar and said, that bar needs to move 0.02 of an inch. And I go, okay, well, which way? We established which way the damn bar had to move. I took a hammer, I swung it over my head at the right angle. They hit a button, the screen went certified, and I took the chassis home with me, or back to the shop. So there's a lot. But anyway, where I'm going is that certification has an owner's name on it, and that owner is the only one that can use that certification. And so it used to be, back in the day, you just gave the owner however much money, and the car was yours. Well, now NASCAR is all involved, and so now there's a transfer fee. And anyway, yeah, you can buy, lease, rent, but you just gotta let NASCAR know what the hell's going on. Okay, Aaron, I hope I answered that question. All right, Smokey Bear, do you think Matt DiBenedetto has a future? Smokey Bear, absolutely. If he's been able to spend this much time in the Cup Series, if he doesn't have a future, at least he's got a career. Okay, how can I put it? As an example, J.J. Yaley. All right, and I've dragged J.J. Yaley around too. And J.J.'s a great guy. He can drive a car. Does he have a championship in him? I don't know. But he's certainly got a career. And Matt's definitely got a career. He might step in something and find a piece of gold under it. Because that's something that drives this sport so much anymore, is the money. Brandon Gray, the 32 die-cast hauler I am building is going along great. Just got the truck and hauler painted tonight. Should be ready by next May for the Kansas race. Brandon, that's awesome. All right. So what are you? I guess you're building a model of of our hauler, the Can-Am hauler with the maroon KW tractor. Devin, Matt DiBenedetto got on Garage Cam today, and I asked you asked in their chat if you could get on. All right, Tim 4. I did not see Matt on the Garage Cam, but yeah, next time if I see him poking around, I'll try and stick my head up in there. Brandon, I got going to email Mason in the off season about getting the wrap layout so I make the decals for the die-cast hauler. Yeah, 10-4 on that, Brandon. Either that or there's several videos where I've got the whole hauler up there. I don't know. Yeah, I guess getting Mason to send you something might be better. Aaron, okay, Aaron. Yes, I did. Smokey Bear, hell yes, sir. Okay. Are you surprised that Kenseth is hanging it up? I haven't heard any details on him hanging it up. Now, I had heard he might be looking for a ride, but if he's hanging it up, you know, I'm sure he's got enough money. He could probably spend the rest of his life doing whatever he wants. Brandon Gray, 10-4 on that. Devin, how can I get a hold of you in the off season to talk about the moderating? Devin. Pretty sure, don't hold me to it, but I want to say if you go into there's a couple of layers in my channel, and I'm pretty sure there's an email address back there somewhere, I think. And if not, I'll be doing live stuff, so we'll get it sorted out, buddy. They talked to Matt DiBenedetto because your sponsor Can-Am and also, oh yeah, they're also the race sponsor. 10-4 on that. Yep. Brandon Gray got a round decal right below the window on the die-cast truck. Well, that's well, don't forget Curtis. He's on the passenger side. Smokey Bear, what's Sonoma like? Sonoma's a long ass drive. Fun part, I actually kind of enjoyed doing the parade in Sonoma, and then you end that trip, and not end the trip, but reach your destination at the racetrack by doing a lap around the racetrack, which is kind of cool. If you root around root around deeper in the channel, you'll find several videos of me taking the truck around all of the racetracks. There's videos of me going around Watkins Glen, Sonoma, Kansas, do a half lap of Daytona. Some of my early videos involve getting crazy on Pocono. I take the hauler out there on the track quite a bit. Smokey Bear, only been to the tracks in the south. 10-4 on that. That's a lot more than a lot of people have been to, Smokey. Be proud of it. Jake Johnson, holy crap. Cendric. Oh yeah, that. Well now, hey Jake, do me a favor. If you have the technology to rewind that, I want you to look at that about 5 or 6 times. Okay? Because what I saw, alright, was the 19. It was during a restart. And what I saw was the 19 closing hard and swinging outside to miss hitting the guy. And then it looked to me like the 27 turned down on him, like he was trying to block him, because the rest of the field hadn't really quite started turning yet. And anyway, our spotter is a higher up at Thorsport, and he was very hot about all that crap. I just talked to him in the hall. There were several bad wrecks in that truck race tonight. Oh, Mark, I do not believe we're going to fiberglass bodies in the Cup Series yet. Brandon, did you treat that Genesee beer? Oh, Brandon, we didn't just try that Genesee. We drank it for quite a while. We had a fair pile of it at the shop. Yeah, Genesee. Genesee's good beer. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and have an argument about it, but damn it, it drinks like beer. Smoky Bear. Just been to Atlanta, Daytona, Richmond, and Talladega. Well, very good, Smokey. That's so Atlanta, Daytona, Richmond, and Talladega. So now you got to go to here. Let me think about this. You ain't been to Darlington yet, and it looks to me like Richmond's a lot further than Darlington from Atlanta, I think. So you still need to go to Darlington. You need to go to Charlotte. You know, you draw a circle with the ones you've got right there. There's still several inside that circle. Bristol's probably closer than Richmond. You know, yeah, you got to work on that damn what is that word? That track resume there. Aaron. All right, so Aaron, you're agreeing with me as far as that wreck there with the 27 and the 19? All right, let's see. Jake Johnson, I see what you're saying, Ron. I see where the block moved. Okay, so he did move. He did try to block. Oh, well, yeah, well. But that 27 and 88, they were the same owner. And the thing is when all that started, they were 2 zip codes apart. They were so far apart. And then they both got, oh, it's amazing. Yeah, 10-4 on that, Smokey. Darlington, Charlotte, and Bristol. Smokey, yes. New Hampshire is worth going to, but damn it, do not drive there. I can tell you right now. You don't want to drive to New Hampshire. Find you a damn airplane and fly up there. Driving to New Hampshire sucks. $19 hours in a big truck for me. And like I said, I dig the Shenandoah Valley in Virginia, and I dig Pennsylvania, and New York's not all that bad. But damn it, when you get up in the freaking Yankee land up there in Connecticut and Massachusetts, and they don't know how to drive up there, and it's just, oh my God. Devin Summers, when I get to Kansas, I met a guy, potatoes all over his arms. Oh, tattoos. He had tattoos. Let's see. I'm not sure if I've met Bill there, Devin. Alright, 10-4 on that, Smokey. You flew to Richmond. When are you going to be using e-logs? Aaron, if I'm not mistaken, it's at the New Year's, January 1st is when all that stuff kicks in. Smokey, Dover's great. If you're driving, make sure you go through DC in the middle of the night. Okay? DC is worse than Atlanta when it comes to gridlock. And actually, if you take 301 through Maryland, you don't have to deal with DC. Aaron Summers. Okay, I just answered that. Okay, I just answered that. Alright. Alright, 10-4 on that, Aaron. Yeah. Roger Reese, hello. Brandon Gray. What did you do with your old pit crew shirts? And Brandon, you'll have to talk to Mason about that. We do have a place that approaches us every once in a while about old equipment like that. Not sure the name of it, but I do know there's some up in the rafters still. Jake Johnson. Yeah, well, crew chiefs will do that there, Jake. And you have the video to form your own opinion. Alright, Roger Reese, don't deliver downtown DC either. Absolutely, Roger. I don't go through DC unless it's 2 o'clock in the morning, maybe 3. What's the longest haul? Sonoma. Yeah, I do believe Sonoma is the longest haul. Aaron, so will you have to pay for the e-logs out of the pocket, or will the shop pay for them? I'm sure that will depend on what we do to deal with it. But I would expect it's a tool that I need to do my job, and I'm going to try like hell to get the boss to pay for it. But you know, we're also doing research on just not doing it. Brandon, I've only seen some pictures, and it's always nice to see new paint, but that's all it is. Uh-oh. Battery's getting ready to go here, but guys. Alright. Tennessee Trucker, you can do e-logs on an iPad. Alright, 10-4 on that, Tennessee Trucker. Alright, maybe I need that. So I was figuring I'd probably just get an app and do it on my phone. Yeah, I'm just still got to do research. Smokey Bear, what's it like driving into Vegas? You mean as far as like driving on the strip, or just like getting to Vegas? Getting to Vegas. Which way do we usually go? We run 40 to Kingman, Arizona, and then we end up on 99, I think it is, running up into Vegas from Kingman. Yeah, Roger, I do need to do some research. Alright, well, that we do a parade in Vegas, and it's interesting. Of course, there's a parade situation, so they clear the streets, and there's not that much traffic to deal with, but it's kind of neat. It's kind of neat. I've got yeah, driving on the strip is cool. I've actually got an 8x10 glossy photo that somebody took of one of my trucks right in front of one of them big neon casino fronts. It is pretty cool. Alright, Brandon, are you going to be doing videos in the off season? Yeah, Brandon, I will be doing videos in the off season. They're probably going to be how-to stuff though. Working on my Geo, working on my Chevy. Might even do something about my hoarding issue. So, yeah, that might be fun. That might be fun. Yeah. Tell you what, guys, it's getting late. My battery's almost dead. We're gonna go ahead and shut her down here. All right. Please, everybody, badass, thanks for chatting with us. Out for real this time, pulling for the 32. Yeah, 10-4 on that, Bear. All right, Brandon Gray. Yep. All right, everybody, have a good evening and have a blessed day. Aaron and Devin, everybody wish Aaron and Devin a happy birthday before I turn this off. Okay, and let's all pray for Aaron and Devin, and happy birthday. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Aaron and Devin. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Talk to y'all later. Peace out.